Hi y'all, this is Larry at Deep South, Texas. And at Deep South, Texas, it's time to plant sweet potatoes. Now sweet potatoes, when you're planting those, you actually plant sweet potato slips. And I've been growing my own slips this year. And I think it's plenty time to get them planted in the ground. These are Legendary Louisiana Sweet potatoes. I'm not sure just exactly what they are, but something developed by LSU, I think. Now, I got these Legendary Louisiana sweet potatoes at Sam's Club. So I bought a bag of them, and that was right after the polar vortex. So they've been in the ground, and I planted 4 of those potatoes in the ground to grow slips. And that was about 7 weeks ago, 8 at the most. So in that time, all of these slips are grown. Now I'm going to plant these in a bed that's 4 feet wide by 10 feet long. I think I'll need about 30 slips. I think I probably have about 16 slips here, 15, about half of what I'm going to need. But I'm going to get them off and then get them planted in the ground, and then leave those 4 potatoes in there to try to grow some more slips. But we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. They are, I'm hoping that they're big enough to have some of their own roots on them. They should. And that one does. It's got a lot of roots. We're going to take off some of these lower leaves. And then we're going to clip off the very bottom. And I've got a bowl of water here. Until we get them planted, we're just going to leave them in that bowl of water. So there's one. And this will be number 2. Again, excellent roots. Pretty happy with that. I never know. I really, I only do this once a year, so I'm kind of guessing when they might be ready. So there's 2. And we'll get the rest of these out of the ground and see how many we have. So I ended up with 24 slips, and they all look pretty good. And then I've left 4 or 5 more here to grow up to get a little bit bigger. So they look nice. Some of them are really big, some of them a little bit smaller. All of them have some pretty good roots on them. So let's get them in the ground and get them growing. So we're starting at the other end of the bed, and we're going to try to plant them in 10 rows of 3 potatoes in each row. Now, I have forked up the bed and amended it with about a cup of triple 13 fertilizer, and I've also thrown on a couple bags of Miracle-Gro garden soil. So it's nice and soft at this point. And come back through a little bit later and water them in, and probably for the next week or so, I'll probably be giving them a little bit of water extra water every day just to ensure that they grow well, get started well. So we'll get these all planted and then take another look. All right, we have our sweet potato slips planted and they're looking pretty good. I've given them a drink of water, and like I said, over the next week or so I'll be making sure that they get plenty of water. Although they all had very nice root systems on the slips, they will tend to wilt down a little bit in the heat that we get here at deep South Texas. But sweet potatoes are one of the few plants we grow down here that can really take the heat. And so that they will grow through the heat of the summer, and hopefully we'll have a nice harvest of sweet potatoes in the fall. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it that big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.